Alright, so, am I live? Yeah, I'm live. Anyway, hello everyone again, and welcome back to Danganronpa, the game where I play Danganronpa with a really laggy computer that's old laptop, so I get lag when I'm doing certain things. Anyway, yeah, so, you may have missed what happened before, but apparently my save data hadn't saved from last time. Or like, at least from like, yeah, must have been like from last time I streamed, which I guess was a bit over an hour or so, an hour and a half, but I got through it. I could, by skipping the, mashing the control button, you can just skip through the dialogue, which is, I guess, a good advantage of this. I didn't actually lose much progress, I could just skip through all of it, and it doesn't really matter too much if you, well, it doesn't really matter too much what choices you make, because it doesn't really affect the game. I just knew that I had one free time thing that I had to do, and then the rest was just, you know, click the right person and keep skipping through the dialogue. So, finally back. I saved where I was here on a separate save file, so it should hopefully work. If not, it's gonna suck, but I guess that's all we can really do. And we can just hope for the best, and if not, I guess I'll have to figure out a better way of doing this, or I'm going to scream. I'm not actually going to scream, but yeah. Anyway, we're back. More like a romper. Let's play, actually investigate what happened to Chihiro Fujisaki, who killed her. I've only got one truth bullet now, which is the Monokuma file. It's about estimated death time, around 2 AM, was discovered in the girl's locker room. Cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Alright, let's start investigating. Wait. Why is it saying... Dude has a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? Oh, I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help but wondering what it might be. I also have no idea why it's gone to... Hang on. System, maybe? Options? Background? No. I don't know why it's gone to looking like it says it's, what's it called? Controller support, because I'm using keyboard and mouse here, so I don't know what's going on. I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and then carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Aw, it's so sad. Like, if Chihiro had accepted their request, then it probably wouldn't have ended up the way it did. Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but she would also have come with someone else, and that someone would probably be the person who killed her. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account. Hey, Kyoko, do you know anything that we don't? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. I guess let's look at what looks to be the murder weapon. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to her head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
そう
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
なんだ
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
行く
if
ぞ
you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Wait, I wanted to... Okay, fine, we can't examine Chihiro's body. Interesting. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? So we actually can't... Examining bodies? Yep, we are. Can we go back in? No. Yeah, this game goes places. Oh, come on. Byakuya's so pushy, he doesn't even let me go check things I might have accidentally missed. I mean, I know it's because it technically won't be relevant to the case, but still. Byakuya's annoying. You've already spent plenty of time checking the crime scene. There are plenty of other things left to check here. Like, I don't know, the gun? The gun's suspicious. Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right? What fun is a game if you can't backtrack? Yeah, exactly. Although, I mean, this is a very linear game anyway, so backtracking is kind of goes against the point. Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that and quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You call for me? Is he being domesticated?
そう
It seems the Makoto has a question for you. Well, it's just about this card reader. Yes, the card reader has all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. How specific. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? Monokuma's presence is unsettling. Yeah, that's the point. That's what Monokuma's there for, to unsettle you. If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct? Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls could go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. Monokuma says horny people have no rights. Oh man, you should see what he does in chapter 3 though. Or 4. I can't remember when it happens. It's funny. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Every school needs a ceiling-mounted Gatling gun. Yeah, exactly. To deal with right outside the locker rooms to make sure nobody goes in. Obviously, it's genius. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
つまり
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
不眠ね
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Why is every character named Byakuya so smug? I think maybe just the name Byakuya is just also like a very old-timey Japanesey kind of name, so a lot of it's sort of given to a lot of the characters who have that archetype. But yeah, Byakuya Togami, Byakuya Kuchiki. What other Byakuyas are there out in anime? Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things. Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So sleepy. Just listening to you just make me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions! Figure out the rest your own damn self!
まあいいだろう
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculty, so I'll fill you in myself. Get your poop together. I know, right? What a weird quote. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Yeah, I don't like this condescending tone you're giving us. But I can't do anything about it. Because the game's just making me go at places. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Yeah, not for Makoto, you've got to figure it out for yourself. It's not the cameras. One monitors, don't see any clues. This game definitely goes places. There's the surveillance camera, and the gun, and that's this thing. And then, hey, what's this random thing that we could click on before, but there was nothing in there before? I wonder what this is. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait, there's 3 of them. Well, what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh, did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. Loading, yeah. Only the act of loading is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. This smug bastard withholding info like that. Yeah, like the best mystery game. You have to figure it out yourself, and then they're like, yeah, so I knew the answer. I just didn't tell you because plot. I see. Yeah, now I understand.
なんだ
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
妙だな
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
なるほど
It
な
would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. The cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Hey, hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way you would break that easily. But it did. I said it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof to up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseball you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does? But it's a secret. I won't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
なんだ
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how can that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact it's not turning on.
まあいいだろ
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. What a dick. Yeah, Monokuma is pretty much a dick. In fact, everyone is, but, you know, that's Danganronpa! At least this game. The second one and third one are not as much, but the character's a bit nicer, I feel like. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact. Not quite. Huh? Not quite. Byakuya, do I have to talk to you again? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? Certainly I wanted to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely. I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, do you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
何度も言わせるな。
Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Okay, we've got two things that are interesting. We've got...
何度も言わせるな。
That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
なんだ。
Nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. Genocide Jack is a really good name. Yeah. Wish my mom named me that. Okay. Alright. Calm down here. I don't think we all want to be serial killers. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Yeah, Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you.
何度も言わせるな。
Is there really proof? Get named Genocide Jack becomes something boring like an accountant. Oh yeah, perfectly. The irony would be amazing. There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
決まりだ。
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really? Ah, hey you two! Big trouble! Need your help! Hello,
お前の相手を
Hayakuma!
している暇はない。
We are trial time. We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me.
不眠ね。
Annoying girl. Oh, this is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency. Alright, I'll talk to you eventually. What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
妙だな。
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
何度も言わせるな。
Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd say no and that'd be the end of it. Ew, does Byakuya care about Toko? Oh, probably not. Wait for us, Hina.
行くぞ。
Looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. Whoa, lag. Jeez, lag. What's with you today? Where's everyone else actually? Can I talk? Is there anybody else around? No. Okay, everyone's just disappeared today. Yep. Alright, Danganronpa, let's go. You guys are too slow. Well, I'm sorry, it's my computer's fault, not mine, okay? I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened with the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Oh, weird stuff? Actually, hang on, that's not different from normal, right? Toko normally just sticks herself in her room and doesn't leave.
まあいいだろ
We
う。
should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Hang on, Byakuya, what do you have to make of this interesting predicament? Hurry up and do it. Okay, nope, he doesn't even care. He's just like... Toko. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
何？いや、朝比奈さんが心配してて、深谷さんが閉じこもってるって。放っておいて。さ、とりあえず一度ドアを開けてくれない？好きにさせない。ジェノサイダーショーなんかの好きにはさせない。
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang it a little while ago. She's extremely paranoid. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Just lie and say we think he's in your room. I don't know if that's gonna work. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Which is really nice, because if Asahina was in trouble, I doubt Toko would even care. Is there someone who might be able to persuade her? Someone who might be able to persuade her, I wonder, who possibly would she listen to? Not Aoi, I just want to see if she's got extra dialogue. Nah, okay. Hey, Byakuya! Hey, Byakuya! Oh, I would definitely care if something happened to Aoi. She's a sweetheart. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
まあいいだろう。
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments... So she calls her Byakuya. I wonder what she says in Japanese there. That's an interesting nickname.
戸上だ。
Interesting nickname there.
ごめんなさい。約束守れなかった。
Byakuya, what? I don't know.
でも安心してこれ以上はもう私がジェノサイダーショーの好きにはさせないから。
And with that, the door slammed shut. I think any savvy viewer would probably start figuring out what this all means, but yeah. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. I don't know if it's just so obvious because I already knew from the start, or it's just in hindsight it's all obvious, or it's actually, I don't know. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
なんだ。
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
黙れ。
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
行くぞ。
Well then, let's go. Right, this is how everybody finds out about Doormat Naegi. Makoto Naegi, the ultimate bottom. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! Stop withholding vital info, Byakuya! Exactly. And I hurried to catch up. Hayakuma, I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not. We'll find out by the trial. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to the stop in front of a certain room. Ah, it's Byakuya's favorite, the library! Come on, let's go in. I would, if my computer would load. There we go. Now things are a bit easier. There's no point in checking here. We need to find real clues. Oh, screw you. But what's a real clue in your information then? Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
何度も言わせるな。
Don't make me say it again. Oh, excuse me. What about the desk, son? No, no clues here. Excuse. What about the conspicuous letter? Isn't that a clue? No. So mean. Yeah. Your PC Mac can't handle all the nuttiness. Yeah, something like that. Fine. I know where we're supposed to go. It's the archive. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here.
行く
It'll
ぞ。
all make sense once you're inside. What are your PC specs? Not enough. It's like a MacBook Air from like 2016 or something like that. That's fine. Just testing to see if I should consider a career change. Yeah, you could be the ultimate detective. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust too.
つまり
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. I was like, oh, that explains it, lol. Everyone, why are you guys so surprised? I mean, it's like, that's not that weird, right? I mean, people buy MacBooks for using things, and I mean, I guess it's 4 years old. I probably should get an upgrade. I have a fancy computer now, but it's a work computer, and I can't use that to stream. That's not even, like, ethically right. Yeah. No, enough for games. I mean, I don't really play that many games on it. Like, I've only really used it for some visual novels, and that's about it. Also, a lot of things aren't actually on Mac anyway, so... yeah, no one buys a MacBook. I don't want a gaming PC, though. Like, I'm not that big into gaming. I'd rather just have a computer that can be a computer and not necessarily play high-specs games on it. Because I don't care about PC gaming. I just like playing things that are on PC that I can stream. Simple things like this that don't require lots of fancy controls and knowing how to use a keyboard very well. So, I don't know. Yeah, a normal PC would work fairly well. Yeah. If it works, it works. I'm fairly sure when you bought it, if you didn't think you'd stream from it. Yeah, okay, so I'll figure. Like I said, this has been around 4 years. This is about 4 years old. I probably am due for an upgrade at some point. I mean, the biggest issue with my piece with this Mac right now is only 128 gigabytes of storage, which is not very much. I have an external hard drive, but besides that, so I do probably need to upgrade at one point. But it's good enough for this. It handles it enough. Hopefully, the fact that my PC is so old is not the reason why the save file just didn't save, but we'll see. Can it run Minesweeper? Probably, yes. You pay attention to the surroundings. Okay, yep. He's like, hey, investigate the room. What about this lamp? Huh? It's a desk lamp. And then the joke is the lamp actually matters. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
なんだ
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over here. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Oh hey, I actually got a monocoin for that. Ah, there you go. What about this? Oh no, okay. This is shelf stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one up at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
そう
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. There's the wooden box. It's empty. But judging by the smudges, looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? So many files. What's in all these things?
やめろ
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. Yeah, I guess Byakuya believes in the Illuminati. Great. You mean like members of the Diet or something? I have no idea what that means, though. No, I mean the ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. Or maybe he just believes in lizard people. Isn't that right, Byakuya? You believe in lizard people? Lizard people don't exist, guys. Don't believe in conspiracy theories, they're stupid. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in here. Oh god, he really does believe in lizard people. You're just kidding, right? Am I? Oh, I'll just let it go for now. Well, I guess there's only one place left to check. Byakuya does not look like a conspiracy man, but here we are. Exactly, never judge a book by their cover. Wanna play me one of Minesweeper? No. Oh wait, damn it. Can't play one of Minesweeper. It's a single player game. Oh no, here you go. But first you take your turn, then I take my turn, and then... There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of things you'd expect to leak. Wait, I have apps? I have Minesweeper? Right, yeah. Oh. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? Wait, is he transforming? Exactly. Of course I got the reference. Listen, I mean, I do need to brush up on my DBZA quotes skills, but, you know, if anyone's gonna get the DBZA quote, it's gonna be me. Or you. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right? That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? Never thought I'd run into someone that was a bigger Gohan fan than I am. Honestly, in my experience, I've run into people who are bigger Gohan fans than I am. Isn't that right, Erin? Erin is a bigger Gohan fan than I am. I think she's Erin Van Duyn. I actually don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she's on Twitter. She posts loads of Gohan art, and she's really good. So follow her on Twitter. I mean, yeah. I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it. What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? Documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Wait, what? Now I don't get the... Oh, really? Okay, fine. I guess I have to look at this one again. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents, and more than once? But all this has to be, like, top-secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Hello, Ramble Pack. Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible? I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. The lizard people! My family is a member of that. Oh my god, Byakuya is a lizard person! Oh my gosh! And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and material that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. Is that a face palm? It's an excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. Okay, sure, whatever you say. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
そうだ
Ever since I was little. Bad pun, bad pun. This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened with Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only one who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in that fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
そう
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
つまり
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
つまりだ
That right here is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. How is this convoluted but also makes sense? Yeah, that's how Danganronpa mysteries are like. They're like ridiculous, but like there is a logic to them. And Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around amongst us?
面白い
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
いいね
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Well, I'm not begging. Can I just look at it without talking to you? Jack the Ripper's back at it. Yep, he's still alive after, like, what, 200 years? Please, Byakuya senpai. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file? Could you let me see it?
まあいいだろ
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsushiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Those names have to mean something. Well, not spoiling too much, the names are kind of important, but maybe not for the reason you'd expect. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place on either weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on this fact, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
つまり
The key point here is the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. Yeah, I know, Moses, you're like, this is so convoluted. Now we're getting into split personality serial killers? But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Ahem. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Is that not the same as multiple personality disorder? I don't know. I am not a psychologist. I could not tell you exactly what it is. All I know is that it's not schizophrenia because people have told me that. Are you writing short detective-style fanfics based on Danganronpa? No, I have written some Danganronpa fanfics now, some short ones, but they're not murder mysteries or detective-style things. They're just like characters talking about their feelings, you know, the usual fangirl stuff. No gay shipping though. All right, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out to the library to catch up. Where are we going next in Byakuya's grand adventure? Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
お前の相手をしている暇はない
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? I mean, kind of. Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
じゃあな
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. I miss him already. Alright, Byakuya fanboy, girl, fan, whatever. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. Who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. It's like, it's Hina. She did it. Yep, definitely. It's totally cheating. Oh yeah, the others. Yep. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. Now we can investigate to our own free will without Byakuya tailing us around. So that's good at least. Now we have freedom. Is there anyone else around here on the second floor right now? No, actually. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Hang on, what was that? Okay, so we can go to the dining hall and the warehouse as well. That's where we need to go. There's nobody else around there. Obviously Sakura. Yep, definitely. Okay, so those are the places where we need to go. But first, let's go to the place that we don't need to go. Like the first floor. Let's talk to some people on the first floor because they're just wandering around and they're not mandatory, which means we have to talk to them. Actually, they might actually be mandatory. I don't know. I can't remember how this part goes. Hi, Taka. It's obvious Sakura. She needed a real workout. Yep. Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it. I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Aww, poor Taka. Who else was... Wait, was anyone else around here? That's it. Yeah, the hero's here. Okay. Taka's a total bro. He is. I love Taka. I finished his free time events as well, and they were pretty good, so... Hey, hero, can you give us some useless information? Oh. He calls us Naiichi. That's a very, very... I think it's a very kind of... I don't know, informal way to show that he's very laid back. I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. Hero. Hero, what did you do? Please don't tell me you altered the mailbox. No. Okay. I actually don't know why he says that, to be honest. Because obviously it's such a very specific denial. You're like, oh, you know, he's clearly hiding something. But no, that's not. I don't know. All right, let's go to the pool and get back to the crime scene. Like, in retrospect, I don't know why they made him say that. Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. He's just a nervous island boy. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she say? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celestia? In the warehouse. Yeah, she was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Alright, so he has nothing to tell us. He's just telling us that, he's telling us that we need to go to the warehouse as well, to check on Celeste as well. That's another piece of evidence for us. Alright, so I think we've already talked to Sakura and Mondo. Have we talked to Kyoko? That's all we haven't. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Yeah.
Generally speaking. But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
So?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Alright, does Mondo have anything to say? Blood loss, yep. Wait, what did he? That was actually odd. I want to hear that. I think that's new. Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul. To target such a helpless being. It's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Blood stain on the floor. Blood stain on the carpet. Alright, let's look at the body. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What's the button again? No, the wrong button. What does this all mean? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Alright. Okay. Also, I want to look at this. The bloodstained poster. The big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Alright, now we're gonna check the boys' locker room. Because because he said so that we need to do this. Alright, I we've actually looked around here yet. Looks like all we've got is this brown stain. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Yeah, random MG hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, it's deal with perverts. That better be coffee. Yeah, hopefully. Huh? This poster. Popular boy band. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in with the boys' locker room. Wait, that reminds me to get the poster in the other locker room. It's definitely something strange. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster for a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. But the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Who? Asahina? Right, this is actually the first time I looked at the pool, and there's basically, right, okay, I forgot, the pool is pretty much useless. There's really nothing much in the pool at all. So let's leave, we'll leave that. Because it's kind of confusing, because you think that this door is the exit, but it's actually the entrance to the pool. The exit is like, I don't know, somewhere else. The exit's behind you, and you can't see it, because you can't move 360 degrees. It's a bit weird. Who would know? I guess Asahina would know about the locker rooms? Or I guess I'll talk to I can talk to Sakura, maybe Sakura knows. You spent a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think that the posters in the boy and girl locker room should have been switched? Sorry, but I can't say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. Yeah, but we have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. I knew it! Congratulations! You've predicted a thing in this game. Anyway, the other day I spilled some of the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain. But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Do I have to go back to the boys' locker room? Because now we know that the stain was... Actually, let me check the truth bullets. What did it actually say? No, it's just saying the stain's gone. I think I might have to go back to the boys' locker room, check the stain again, so we know that it's the boys, and then, I don't know, go back to the warehouse and the dining hall and the... There we go, there's the stain. I wonder what that means. Oh, nope, okay. We actually can't confirm that. Wow, I was dumb. Alright. So, now we've got to go back to the dorm area. Because we've already looked over here. Oh yeah, and we also need to go back to the library and the library and the archives, but we'll leave that for last, because... yeah. Like, on second thought, culprit, catch it. Catch it with your teeth. Oh, you guys are all just doing DBZA. Yes, of course. Of course, season 1. Ah. Hi, Asahina. Oh, hi, Hina. How's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out. She keeps mumbling on something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimming and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. Yeah, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It's like she stayed away from all the girls. Is she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe. Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? I think so. I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Alright, now let's go to the warehouse. Ugh, lag. Hi, Celeste. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought about talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really? This was right before nighttime.
あら、こんな時間にこんな場所で何をなさっているのですか？ちょっとトレーニングでも始めるおつもりですか？え？なんでわかったの？スポーツバッグからはみ出していますわよ。青いジャージの袖が。本当だ。ありがとう。じゃあ急いでるから行くね。
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
そうですわね。
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Celeste! Excuse me! So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said that she saw Chihiro carrying. Which means the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow? Alright, I think now the only thing left to do is to go to the library. So, yep, we can't talk to Toko or anything. We already talked to the other two people who were being useless. Victim shaming would be her thing. Yeah. Alright, let's go. So now we can finally look at the desk. Thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Oh, never mind. I thought the desk was... Right, fine. It's not the desk... or this is the lamp? Wait, why is the lamp here again? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. That's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. You know, for as psychotic as this game is, it has some swanky scenery. Yeah, I think it's basically its own kind of genre, pretty much. I forgot what it's called, but it's like, you know, this combination of like extreme kind of brutal violence and weird stuff and just like kind of really cool sort of stylized aesthetic. It's what makes Danganronpa so unique. I wonder if... There we go. So the lamp is the truth bullet, and now I think that's it. We've just got the archive up to go. Got to look at the Genocide Jack case because Makoto said we needed to. And Byakuya has gone. He also disappears from the map, so who knows where he is. It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Pretty much every... Oh, wow. I've been streaming for basically almost exactly an hour. They really knew how to do it all so that like it pretty much... An investigation takes about an hour.
僕も待ち疲れたんで、思い切って始めちゃいますか。お待ちかねの学級裁判を。ではいつもの場所に集合お願いします。
I wish I didn't.
学校エリア1階にある赤い扉にお入りください。うぷぷ。じゃあ後でね。
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. First, I just want to save, just to be sure. Actually, no, fine. I'm a bit worried that it's not going to save again, but I've got nothing else. I've got no other choice, really. Ahem! So is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or am I missing someone?
Oh.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Okie dokie, I'll go and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like that, just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to go, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. And Toko has the most interesting voice clips. Phew, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, so on to the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed your hero. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. No one had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. I guess I wasn't much help on this one. And Toko's just freaking out. Toko forgot how Monokuma just killed that one girl. She should be thankful it was just a dragging. Well, it's like... See, Monokuma killed Junko because Junko committed violence against him. So, like, as long as she doesn't hurt Monokuma, she should be fine. But you can try to run away or something at least. I don't know. Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. Alright, Hifumi, whatever you say. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? I hate him. Yeah, Hifumi is kind of annoying. I will uncover the villain who will perform such heinous acts on a weaker individual. You ready? We doing this? Hey, where's Kyoko? Oh, there she is. She's hiding. Kyoko, don't hide like that. I couldn't see you. Shall we begin? Alright, I guess let's do it. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. So, yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however. It continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, you're ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. It's heavy Toko suspicion, which makes it too easy to make it not Toko in a game like this. Exactly, right? There's a bunch of culprits over, like a lot of clues over who it could be. Some of them seem so obvious you're like, it can't possibly just be that simple. And now let me just tell you, the outcome to this one is quite complicated. Okay then, let's get the show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do you want to save? Well, I want to save. Alright, and that will probably be it for today, but just before we do, I just... you know what? I mean, I'll just at least check. So we've got that, which increases... Okay, give us more health. We don't really need it, but whatever. Reduce and comes to miss. That also sounds good, actually. Alright, hang on. Still reduces damage to the intense scaling. Okay, yep. So it basically, you can basically say increases your max defense, pretty much. Max defense and your max health. Cool. But yeah, that's the trial is gonna be really long. I don't want to break it up. So yeah, things were starting to get juicy. Yeah, I know. So because this one you get so many interesting pieces of information, and you just kind of just don't really know where to really start. You've got the fact that all this stuff with the girls and the boys' locker room and things being switched maybe, and the e-handbooks, and some of them are disappearing. You've got all the stuff with Genocide Jack. You've got Toko's strange behavior. And what else is what other weird things happened? I mean, like, there's just stuff about Chihiro. You just don't really know what to expect. The most likely option you feel like is that it was Toko maybe, and Toko has this split personality who actually is the Genocide Jack. But then you just wonder, then what was all the point of all the other stuff? What's all this other stuff mean? And why does Byakuya seem to know exactly what's going to happen? Find out next time on Danganronpa! Pretty much. And yeah, so I might stream tomorrow or another day. It'll depend on, well, first of all, depend if on this save file actually saves, and besides that, I'm not sure. But yeah, there'll be Danganronpa. And everyone, have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow maybe, and if not, sometime. We get to Chapter 2 Trial, one of my favorite parts of this game, so it's gonna be fun. Have fun, guys. See ya.